Hi everyone, welcome to Anges Pilates. So here's a collection of Pilates exercises that focus directly on working the abdominal muscles and developing core strength. Enjoy. Okay, let's come onto all fours. So shoulders above your wrists, knees underneath your hips, and make sure your spine is nice and long from the crown to the tailbone. Just starting off with mobilizing the spine. So let's tuck the tailbone under. Navel to spine, tuck your chin and C-shape your spine. Take a breath in through the nose, ripple out, tailbone leads the way, long line in the center, bring your chest through your arms and lift your eyes. Let's go again. So it's the lower back, middle back, and then your upper back. Breathing in, ripple out, tailbone leads the way, find that long line in the center, bring your chest through your arms and lift your eyes. Let's go again, rounding your lower back, middle back, and then your upper back. Press down into those palms, navel to spine. Breathe in, ripple out, find your neutral, which is a long line in the center. Bring your chest to your arms and lift your eyes. Let's do one more. Lower back, middle back, and then your upper back. Ripple out and find that long line in the center. Shoulders back and down. Let's add some rotation. So pick up your front arm, pull your shoulder back, and feel the twist through the waist. Exhale, you're going to thread their arm through, sit your buttocks back, and rest the side of the face. Shoulder back. Exhale, come onto all fours, your front arm. Breathing in, open that chest. Exhale, thread your arm through, sit your buttocks back. Inhale, pull that shoulder back. Exhale and come onto all fours. Your back arm, breathing in, fingertips reach to the ceiling. Exhale, thread your arm through, sit your buttocks back. Inhale, pull that shoulder back. Exhale and come onto all fours. Let's take a seat. Bring your big toes, knees together, ankle bones, and here you want a bit of a lumbar curve. Make sure you're not sitting rounded. So I'd like you to imagine a piece of string coming out of the crown of your head. So feel the length in your upper back and keep your ribs soft and closed. Pull your shoulders away, squeeze the knees together. You're going to breathe in, rock onto the back of your sit bones. Go as far as you can go without letting your feet lift. Exhale, then using your abdominals, bring your body back to that long line. Shoulders above your ribs, ribs above your hips. Let's go again. Breathing in, navel to spine. Drop your shoulders, slide your ribs to your hips, belly button pulling to your spine. Exhale, squeeze your knees and bring your body back to that long line. Now this is engaging your very deepest layer. You shouldn't feel any strain in your lower back. If you do, just reduce the range of motion. Don't go so far back. So you might just be here. Otherwise, if your back is good, you're going as far back as you can. Exhale and come back to the center. Now try to stay out of your hip flexors by pressing your knees together, engaging that inner thigh. Exhale and come back to that long line in the center. And again, breathing in, shoulders pull away, ribs to hips, navel to spine. Exhale and come back to the center. One more like this, breathing in, shoulders pull away, ribs to hips, navel to spine. Don't allow the belly button to pop. Exhale and come back to the center. Now we're going to add a little bit of rotation. So as the back of the hips touch the mat, I'd like you to twist and press your hands away from each other. Then you're going to come back to the center, long upper back, roll back and we're going the other way. So twist. Come back to the center and lift. Then we go again. Back of the hips touch the mat. Spread your hands away and feel the twist in the waist. No back strain. Long upper back in the center. Back of the hips touch and spread your hands away from each other. And then lift, lengthening, shoulders relaxed. And again, roll back. Spread those hands, open your chest. Lift and lengthen, chest is open, shoulders relaxed. Make sure that lower back's not taking the load. Open the arms and lift and lengthen. Now this time you're going to reduce the base of support by lifting one leg. So twist towards the lifted leg. Breathing in, lift and lengthen. And again, rolling back, ribs to hips, and you twist towards the lifted leg. And lift up and in. And again, shoulders relaxed, ribs to hips, navel to spine. Lift and lengthen to that upper back. Keep your ribs soft and closed. Twist towards the leg, and then lift and lengthen. You've got last two. Roll onto the back of the hips, squeeze those knees together and twist. Try and spread your hands away from each other to increase that work in the waist. So pushing the hands away from each other, lift and lengthen, and then let's just release the spine. So hug your thighs, allow your head to hang, and let's just breathe. So roll up through the spine. Nice big shoulder roll, scoot to the end of your mat, and let's roll all the way down. Through the spine, one vertebra at a time. So pop your feet flat. Make sure your feet are hip distance, heels a comfortable distance from your butt, and just place your arms in a low V. Check in, pelvis needs to be neutral. Pubic bone, hip bones on the same level. Think about that line running from one hip bone to the other, and draw your belly button down and towards the spine to activate those lower abdominals. Chest is open, neck is nice and long, and your shoulders are relaxed. Starting to engage those upper abdominals. Take a breath in, lift your eye gaze to your thighs. Exhale, you're going to peel your shoulder blades off, lift your chest. Pull your shoulders away, navel to spine. Breathe in, exhale and slowly roll down. Landing your head and shoulders, coming back to neutral pelvis, neutral spine. Breathing in, tuck your chin. As you pick up your chest, don't allow your belly button to pop out. Inhale, stay. Exhale and slowly roll down. Relaxing your head and shoulders, chest is open. And again, breathing in, tuck your chin. Exhale, slide your ribs to your hips, navel to spine, chest is open. Breathe in and slowly roll down. Releasing your head and shoulders. Let's do one more like this. Tuck your chin. If your neck's fatiguing, take your hand and support your neck. Inhale at the top, exhale and slowly lower down. Let's reduce the base of support by floating the knees above your hips. So this is our tabletop. You'll feel your lower back on the mat. You're still in neutral. Breathing in, eye gaze to your thighs. Exhale, roll up. Drop your shoulders, navel to spine. Breathe in and slowly roll down. Releasing your head and shoulders, keeping your ribs soft and closed. Breathing in, lengthen your neck. Exhale, you're rolling up, ribs to hips. Don't allow your belly button to pop off. Inhale, stay. Exhale, and as you release your head and shoulders, make sure your lower back's not lifting. Two more like this. Breathing in, neck is long. Exhale, peeling the shoulder blades off. Inhale, hold. Exhale and slowly lower down. You've got one more. Breathing in. Eyes to the thighs. Exhale and roll up. Inhale, stay. Exhale and slowly lower down. So keeping the legs active, but try not to grip too much with your thighs. Let's increase the intensity by changing the breath. So exhale, roll up. Inhale, stay at the top. Exhale, stay at the top. Inhale, see if you can lift your chest a little higher. And slowly lower down with control. Feeling the work in those upper abdominals, not your neck. Breathing in, tuck your chin. Exhale, slide your ribs to your hips, shoulders down. Inhale, stay. Exhale, stay. Inhale, just a little bit more. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Exhale and slowly lower down. Let's try two more. Breathing in, tuck your chin. Exhale, pick up your chest. Inhale, stay. Exhale, stay. Inhale, go a little further. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Exhale and slowly lower down. Last one. Breathing in, tuck your chin. Exhale, up you come. Ribs to hips, navel to spine. Inhale, stay. Exhale, stay. Inhale, go just a little further. And slowly lower down. Beautiful. Hug your thighs in towards your chest. Just release that lower spine and give yourselves a bit of a massage. Coming into our Pilates 100. So pop your feet flat. Think about that neutral pelvis. You're going to float your knees above your hips. Curl up, bring your nose to your knees, ribs to your hips. Drop your shoulders. Are you ready? You're going to pump the arms. Here's your breath. In, 2, 3, 4, 5 and out. 2, 3, 4, 5 and in. 2, 3, 4, 5 and out. 2, 3, 4, 5 and in. 2, 3, 4, 5 and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. If your neck's fatiguing, land your head on the mat. Make sure that lower back's not lifting off. Ribs to hips. Now if you want a little bit more, you're halfway. Extend your legs. Keep lifting that chest. Don't allow your belly button to pop. Relax your shoulders. Short, sharp breaths in through the nose and out the mouth. Want a little bit more? Lower the legs. Make sure that lower back's not lifting off. Ribs to hips. Last 10. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 5. Stay here. Lift your chest higher. Hold and release. Beautiful. Hug your thighs in towards your chest. Give yourselves a bit of a massage and breathe. Single leg stretch. Feet to hip distance. Check in with that neutral pelvis. Pubic bone, hip bones on the same level. You're going to float your knees above your hips. Lower back stays on. Curl up, nose to knees. Back hand inside of your leg. Front hand outside of your leg. Back leg 45 degrees. Or if you want to work harder, just off the mat. Remember, your upper body is here. So if it's too much, land your head down. Make sure that lower back's not popping. Are you ready? We're bicycling. Here's the breath. In, shoo, shoo. In, shoo, shoo. Navel to spine. Chest is open. Now this is about strength as well as length. So extend your legs out of your hip joint. No rocking from hip to hip. Straight down your midline. Shoulders relaxed. Tuck your chin. Land your head if your neck is fatiguing, but make sure that lower back doesn't lift off. Steady and slow. Set the pace with your breath. In. Tuck your chin to stay out of your neck. If you want more, just off the mat, as long as that lower back's not popping off. Ribs to hips. Relax your jaw. Relax your neck. Keep breathing. Short, sharp breaths. Let's do 4 more. And it's in, out, out. 3 more. In, out, out. Last 2. Out, out. Last 1. In, out, out. Knees above your hips. Lift your chest, drop your shoulders, navel to spine, hold, and release. Well done. Release your head and neck. Give yourselves a bit of a massage, and breathe. In through your nose, and out your mouth. Double leg stretch now. Upper and lower abdominals. The key to this exercise is your lower back. Make sure it's not lifting off. So feet hip distance, check in. Pelvis is neutral. Float your knees above your hips. Bring your knees together, navel to spine. Take a breath in. Exhale, you're going to bring your nose to your knees, fingers to your toes, and you're going to tuck up into a small ball. Drop your shoulders. Inhale, shoot your legs to 45 degrees. Relax your head and shoulders on the mat. Circle your arms around. Reach for your heels and curl up into a tight ball. Now make sure your back is not doing that. If you're popping your back, bend your knees a little so that the back is on the mat. Circle, lift your tailbone and squeeze. Find that length as you release your head and shoulders in the center. Breathing out, lift your tailbone to intensify, shoulders down, ribs to hips, navel to spine. Inhale, release your head and shoulders in the center. Circle, exhale and squeeze. Find that length. Remember, lift your legs if your back is popping. Circle, ribs to hips, nose to knees, drop your shoulders and breathe. Shoot those legs out. Make sure that lower back's not lifting. Circle, lift your tailbone, ribs to hips, nose to knees. Release the head and shoulders in the center and circle. Nose to knees, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Let's do 4 more. Breathing in, relax the head and shoulders. Circle, exhale and lift. Lift your tailbone more. Now find a little bit more length as you let go in the center. Circle, now lift more. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. You've got 2 more. Breathing in, relax your head and shoulders, lower back's on. Exhale, curl up and squeeze. You've got 1 more. Breathing in. Circle, breathe out and hold. Can you come up a little higher? Reach your fingers to your toes, drop your shoulders, and release down. Beautiful. Give yourselves a bit of a massage. You might just want to extend those legs, stretching out through the spine. So coming into our Pilates Scissors. So this is quite a challenging exercise. If you have a tight lower back, tight hamstrings, you want to maintain the length in your spine. And just try and make sure you don't overuse your hip flexors. So you really need to think about that B-line. Think about your neutral pelvis. So let's float the knees, tabletop, above the hips. Now extend your legs and bring them together. Yes, it would be nice to come here, but you might not be able to. So if you're very tight, rather take your legs further back. You want to maintain the length. You're going to give me a pizza slice, so your heels are together, toes are out. You want to make sure your tailbone is on. Think about zipping up your inner thigh. Your palms, option with your arms, palms are towards the ceiling, head is on the mat. Otherwise, you're curling up, tucking your chin, fingertips at the base of your skull, and press your elbows back. We're splitting our legs like a pair of scissors. So 45 degrees if you have a back issue, otherwise just off the mat. Heels connect on the exhale. Inhale, in. Try not to do this. Don't bend your knees. Keep them long and strong. So if you're struggling, reduce the range. You might just be here. Otherwise, you're going a little bit further down. Lift that chest if it's lifted. Otherwise, keep your palms towards the ceiling. And you are here with your head. Lower back's the key. Make sure it's not lifting off. Now lengthen your legs. Navel to spine, ribs to hips. Now we're going to add a little bit of a pulse. Here's the breath. In. In. And you're probably thinking, why is she making me do this? Pulsing your leg destabilizes your body. So make sure abdominals work a little harder. It's not a bounce. It's just a pulse. And in. And in. Navel to spine. If your back is lifting, reduce the range. You could just be here. Peel your chest up a little higher. Keep the pizza slice with your feet. Lengthen. 4 more. 4 and in. 2 more. Last one. Stay here. Press your heels together. Everyone lift your chest wherever you are. Drop your shoulders, ribs to hips. Reach your fingers away. Squeeze that inner thigh. Hold. Are you breathing? And release. Good job. Hug your thighs in. Give yourselves a bit of a massage and breathe. So I'd like you to roll up now. This next exercise, quite challenging, a lot more through the upper body. So a lot of work through the shoulder stabilizers. I'd like you to extend your legs. So you want a nice long spine. You're going to tip back onto your hips and you're going to face your hands slightly backwards. Now if you have elbows that are hyperextended or double jointed, I'd like you to place your fingertips towards your buttocks. That's going to soften the elbow joint. I don't want you to lock it. Otherwise your hands could be fingers to the side or all the way to the back. Take the option that works for you. Give me that pizza slice, so rotate from the hip joint. So let's rotate first, lengthen, roll back and take the hand position that works for you. Keep your elbows soft. Breathing in, squeeze your buttocks. Exhale and bring your body to one long line. Tuck your chin. Inhale, stay. Exhale, land your hips down. Keep your spine long. Breathing out. Squeeze your buttocks. Tuck your chin. Look straight ahead. Inhale. Just off the mat. Go again. Exhale and lift. Squeezing the buttocks. Bring the front line of the body to one long line. Inhale, just off the mat. Exhale and lift. Look straight ahead. Keep your elbow joints soft. Inhale and lower. You've got 3 more. Breathing out. Lift, squeeze the buttocks. Inhale, just off the mat. 2 more. Breathing out, lift. Inhale and lower. You've got 1 more. Squeeze up, tuck your chin. And release down. Come on up, shake out your arms. You would have felt that through the arms, a lot of work through the shoulder joint. Shoulder stabilizing. Now we're going to add on to that. If it's not for you, you just stay with what we've just done. So again, you want that pizza slice. You want lots of length. So make sure you're not giving me this. Shoulders above your ribs, ribs above your hips. Take the position with your fingers. Keep that elbow joint soft and roll onto the back of your hips. Now you're going to squeeze your buttocks, pick up your hips, look straight ahead. We're going to march with our knees. Breathing in and out. Keep the hips stable. Do not do this. Don't allow your hips to drop. So squeeze the buttocks, knee to chest. Keep the rotation. Navel to spine. Keep the elbow joints soft. Keep your chest open. Lengthen those legs. You've got 6 more. Squeeze the buttocks. 5. Breathe. 4. 3 more. Navel to spine. 2 more. Last one. Stay here and release everything. Beautiful. Shake out your arms. You would have felt that through your shoulders. You would have felt that through your arms. Coming into an elbow plank now. So I'd like you to lie on your sides, elbows under your shoulders. I'd like you to take your legs, options, any back problems, shoulders. I'd like you to be here. Your bottom knee should be underneath your top knee. Your hips should be stacked. Otherwise, next option, staggering your feet. You've still got a good base of support. If If you want to work to the max, you stack your ankles. Top arm is on top of your body. Now lift your bottom hip to stay out of your shoulder joint. Look straight ahead. You want one long line from the crown right down to your heels. I'd like you to hold just for 30 counts. Breathing in and out 30 seconds. So it's 10, 9, squeeze the buttocks, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 10 more, 9, don't drop, lift, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last 10, 9, 8, put the shoulder down, 6, 5, can you lift for 4, 3, 2, hold, leg, arm, and land. Beautiful. Let's do all of that on the other side. So just remember, each side will be different. Elbow under your shoulder. Take the options as you need them with your legs. So bottom knee down if you have a shoulder problem or back issue. Feet are staggered, still got a good base of support, or I'd like you to stack your feet. Make sure your elbow is right underneath your shoulder, top arm on top of your body, lift your bottom hip. Look straight ahead. We're holding and breathing for 10. Squeeze the buttocks, 8, 7, lift your bottom hip, 5, 4, 3, 2, second set. Just hold, squeeze the buttocks, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last set, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Can you lift for the last 4, 3, 2, 1. Leg, arm, and lower your body. Beautiful. Coming up, I'd like you to roll onto your bellies now. So land your bodies down. You have a long body lever. So extend your arms. Balance on your nose. Remember your legs in this position are hip distance apart. And I talk about that Pilates triangle. So pubic bone, hip bones on. I'd like you to squeeze the buttocks. Turn your heels towards each other. Rotate your knees outwards. Long neck. Take a breath in. Coming into our Pilates swimming. Exhale, lift one arm and the opposite leg. Chest lifts. Inhale and lower. Changing, breathing out. And in. Now your hip bones stay on the mat. You're thinking about lengthening. Reaching your toes away from your fingertips. And you're using your back muscles to lift the chest. Squeezing the buttocks. Try not to bend your knee. It's a low, long leg. It's not about height. It's about length. Let's do one more. Now let's try both arms and legs. So both arms and legs float off, navel to spine, and release down. And again, breathing out and breathing in. Now if you feel the load in your lower back, come back to one arm and one leg. Remember, you're lengthening, not loading that lower back. So draw your belly button up and in. Let's do one more. And I'd like you to stay at the top. We're paddling. Here's your breath. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, and in. 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Option to keep your hands on. Relax your shoulders and just kick your legs. Try not to bend your knees. Otherwise, you're using both arms and legs. Short, sharp breaths. In through the nose for 5 and out the mouth. Keep that chest lifted. Relax your shoulders. Think about length from your core center to fingertips, from your core center to your toes. Last 10. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4. Lift up and release. Hands under your shoulders. Press back, child's pose. Knees wide, toes together. Lower your foreheads, walk your fingers away, and just breathe into the stretch. Nice, easy breath. And let's just stretch that shoulder joint, so take that back arm through. Rest the side of the face on the mat. Walk your fingers away and breathe into the stretch. Come back, forehead down. Fingers reaching away, and take your other arm, thread it through. Anchor your sit bones. walk the fingers away. Come back, forehead down, walk your fingers away, anchor your sit bones, and breathe. Coming into a prone plank. So come onto all fours, shoulders above your wrists. Now land your elbows under your shoulders. Take your knees a little wider than your hips, behind your hips, and let's shift that body weight forward. As you do that, make sure you're not here. Picking up those hips, keep nice and square. You stay here if you have back issues, shoulder or neck issues. Otherwise, tuck your toes, and I'd like you to lift your knees off. Long line, take a breath in. Exhale, you're going to pick up your right leg. Inhale, land it. Exhale, other leg, and land it. If you're on your knees, just take it out and in. Other side, keep your hips square. Otherwise, knees off, toes drop down, push your heel away. Don't shift the weight from side to side. Keep still and stable. Then you're going to turn, elbow under the shoulder, place the arm on top of the body. Now lift up, and you're just going to hold. Nice, easy breath. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Squeeze the buttocks. Then if you can, you're going to lift your top arm, and then you're going to lift your top leg, Pilates style, for 4, 3, 2, leg, arm, land your hips, roll back over. You're going to stay there, pick up your hips. I'm just going to scoot to the other side because I'm going to do it on the other side, facing the camera. So lift your knees on or they are off. Make sure you're not here. Make sure you're not loading that lower back. Everything is square. Take a breath in. Exhale, pick up the left leg, inhale and lower. Then the right and lower. Keep everything square and still. 2 more, let's go. Make sure there's one line from the crown to the heel. Last one, then you're going to turn and face towards me. So you're going to lift that bottom hip, shoulder stacked on top of the elbow. Keep square and still. Breathe in through your nose and out your mouth. 5 more. Lift that bottom hip. 3, 2. Now if you can, lift that top leg. Otherwise you stay where you are. Pilates style for 4, 3, 2, 1. Land the leg. Land the arm. Come back to elbow plank. Land your knees. Press back, child's pose. Knees wide, toes together. Lower your forehead, walk your fingers away and breathe into the stretch. So lots of work through those shoulder stabilizers. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Then come on up. You're going to finish some work into the glutes, the back of the legs, still using those abdominals so your feet are hip distance apart. Heels a comfortable distance from your butt. Place your arms in a low V, palms towards the ceiling. Check in, pubic bone, hip bones on the same level. Think about that B-line, the line running from one hip bone to the other. So you're going to roll your hips towards your ribs, tip your pelvis. Squeeze your buttocks and let's roll all the way up onto the top of the back. At the top of the back, check your body weight. Can you move your head from side to side? Then you're in the right place. Make sure if you're hypermobile that you don't do that. That will be loading the back. You want one long line from under the armpit to the hip bone to the knee. Think about that B-line. Take a breath in and let's roll down slowly. 1 vertebra at a time, making sure that lower back lands. And then land your tailbone, finding your neutral. If your shoulders have shifted, pull them away from your ears. Let's go again. So roll the hips towards the ribs, giving me a pelvic tilt. Lower back connects, squeeze the buttocks, and let's roll all the way up onto the top of the back. Breathe in, navel to spine. Exhale and roll all the way down. Through the spine, coming back to neutral pelvis, neutral spine. If the shoulders have shifted, pull them away. 1 more, tip the pelvis, press down through the feet, squeeze the buttocks to lift the hips, come all the way onto the top of the back. Check in that long line under the armpit to the hip bone to the knee. Now keep your hips exactly where they are. Don't let them move as you pick up your right knee. Tabletop and then extend your leg. Try and get your leg as straight as possible. You're going to flex the foot, lower the leg as far down as you can go without letting the hip drop. Then point and lift. Here's the breath. Breathing out and in. Keep the hips stable. Press away and lift. Push down to push up to the supporting foot. Lift through that supporting glute. 3 more. out, and in. 2 more. Watch those hips. Last one. Bend your knee, lower toe ball heel, and let's do the other side. Bend the knee, extend the leg. Make sure that hip doesn't move. Press away, point and lift. Pressing out and in. Lengthen, ribs to hip. 3 more, let's go. Keep the hips still and stable. Try not to bend the knee. Last one. Bend that knee tabletop, lower toe ball heel, keep your hips nice and still, and let's roll down through the spine. 1 vertebra at a time, landing your tailbone, and coming back to your neutral. Pull your shoulders away, hug the thighs in, release the spine. Nice easy breath, in through your nose and out through your mouth, and then let's change and go in the other direction. Hug the thighs in and up you come. Well done, I hope you enjoyed that workout. Feel free to send me any questions to my website, Anges Pilates, and I look forward to answering them. See you in the next program. Bye for now.